Hey there, and welcome back to the Deep Sky Hunters channel. So this is Avantish, and today we're going to be observing M13, the Great Globular Cluster in Hercules. So right now is the time of summer, and a lot of great constellations, including the Summer Triangle and the Milky Way's core, is rising high, giving us great targets, especially globular clusters, which are those big round collection of thousands and thousands of stars. And today I'm going after one, which is M13, the classic Messier globular cluster. So join me along as I photograph this majestic beauty. M13 can be found in the constellation of Hercules, between the two stars Zeta Hercules and Eta Hercules, slightly north closer to Eta Hercules. From a dark sky, you should be able to see a fuzzy patch of light with your naked eye. And here we are outside on a peaceful summer night, gazing our sights at the Great Hercules Cluster. Again, I have a lot of bugs biting me around, but a pretty clear sky today and a very nice view of the globular cluster at such short exposures. So I'm gonna catch about 500 of these images, combine them. So that would be a total exposure time of 20 minutes, which is not that bad, you know. Now here's something interesting you can try with your own images. Measure the size of the cluster. Now that is possible if you know the true distance of the cluster. So M13, like I said, is 25,000 light years. So its core can be measured using simple trigonometry.
But first, let us compute the angular diameter of this star cluster. So we're going to use the measurement function right here in GIMP and zoom in on that core, and I'm going to draw the scale right here. So that corresponds to about 313 pixels. So using simple maths, we know the angular diameter of the cluster to be about 6.2 arc minutes, or a tenth of a degree. So using our trigonometric formula, we can measure the size of the cluster. So the tangent of 0.103 is equal to the diameter of the cluster by the distance of the cluster. The distance is 25,000 light years, giving the true diameter of the cluster to be an impressive 45 light years.
So just for fun, here's a comparison between my image and the Hubble Space Telescope. Now obviously I don't have the luxury of Hubble looking beyond the Earth's atmosphere and the annoying light pollution, but this comparison just goes to show you that what is really possible with amateur gear. So here's something interesting I noticed in my image. Now if you look at the core area around the globular cluster, you see three dark dust lanes that sort of come together in the shape of a propeller. Now that's an unofficial name, and there isn't really much information known about this, but it couldn't be much really. It is possible that it could be something between us and the globular cluster, so something like interstellar dust or interstellar extinction, which is blocking the starlight from M13, this area, which is kind of intriguing. So if you're up for the challenge, try and spot the dark dust lane in your own images and let me know what you think. Thanks for watching the video, then give it a thumbs up, and if you want to see more content, consider subscribing.